I'ma keep it a bean. Stick to the script every scene. These from last year, but they clean. Say to say I'ma take something else, but it's winning team. Charlie Sheen, fam gang the regime. I'm from Potty Green.
What's good, I'm Shellitronnn, but you can call me Coach, and I'm back at it again with a brand new video. And I'm gonna keep it a Bowberry biscuit. This should go without being said, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I am not a doctor. I went to public school. I don't know exactly what the whole medical situation is. I can't give you super deep details, but I can let you know what I've read, what I've heard online, and I've watched some videos from some doctors talking about this injury. So don't expect me to get too deep into the details, but I will be talking about the potential, although it's been just about confirmed, that Cam Newton has a Lisfranc injury on his foot. This was first reported Monday, I think, by Joe Person. Now, if you don't know what a Lisfranc injury is, let me explain. I'll just give the definition of a Lisfranc injury. A Lisfranc injury is when two or more of the metatarsal bones are displaced from the tarsus, meaning basically your toe bones are kind of messed up in your foot. That's the most layman way I can put it. And the way you can tell some of the symptoms: tenderness and swelling at the site of the injury and the top of your foot. You may also have pain that gets worse when you walk or stand. Bruising can occur on both the top and the bottom of your foot as well. Now, you mean to tell me that this whole time we were being told everything was fine? No one, not even Cam, mentioned to anyone that his foot hurt when he stood? That his foot hurt when he was planning off that foot and throwing? That his foot hurt when he was running, doing drills? No one saw the swelling? No one saw the potential for bruising? Not a single person, whether it's Cam, the medical staff, the coaching staff, people in the front office. I'm sure everyone got pictures. The guys who didn't see it firsthand, people got pictures of Cam's foot. You're telling me that no one saw this, no one thought it might be the case? Now, there are some cases where Lisfranc injury can seem like a sprain, and then later on, maybe a week or a month later, you do another x-ray or whatever, and you say, wait a second. This is a much more serious situation than we thought at first. But when you have a franchise quarterback who's coming off of injuries and gets hurt very early in the preseason, don't you want to use a little bit more precaution, especially when you have a history of playing this man through injury when you know for a fact he can't go? Now, this isn't our first time dealing with Lisfranc injury. In 2012, Ryan Khalil, our old center, who just retired this offseason and then unretired to play for the Jets. Anyway, he had a Lisfranc injury and he was out for the rest of the year. I'm pretty sure he got surgery for that. And look, you gotta take this seriously. Now, there are two ways to approach this. There's the non-surgery approach, which can take somewhere between 4 and 8 weeks. That's probably assuming that it gets caught at the onset or maybe like very soon afterwards, and it's like 4 to 8 weeks after that. I'm not 100% sure what that timetable looks like when you get injured, and then 3-4 weeks later you're still playing and running and hurting it even more, and then you sit down and do the non-surgery approach. It could be anywhere from 4 to 8 weeks after the re-aggravation. It could have jumped up to 10 weeks, maybe 14 weeks. You never know. You hate to get injured and then keep playing and keep hurting and re-injuring that same ailment. It only makes the rehab worse. And the surgery approach is 6 to 12 weeks, and then you're in a walking boot, but you're basically taking a full year off to recover. I'm sure it'll be like maybe 9-10 months. So Cam would be able to come back for next season, but it would be another offseason of him with his surgery, rehabbing, not like getting better in the offseason. He's trying to get back to his baseline. It's a really just bad situation all around, but it will be made a million times worse if we see our coaching staff and our front office do to Cam what we've seen them do for a while now. Rush the man back and try to squeeze what they can out of him while he's injured, and get on the podium post-game and during the presser sessions throughout the week and say, hey, Cam's fine. We're just choosing to not let him practice as much so he can get some rest during the week. It's fine. Everything's cool. This is a small issue. And we've heard that quite a bit, haven't we? We've heard that a lot, actually. The worst thing we could do is rush Cam back. Kyle played a really good game against the Cardinals, but what if Kyle has a 3-4 game losing streak? Do we bring Cam back in? maybe. I don't want Cam to come back. Even if we win the next 8 weeks straight, why bring Cam back? I think let Kyle finish the season off. We'll look at Cam later on. Maybe we put Cam back in for the postseason like the Broncos did in 2015 when Peyton was horrible and Brock Osweiler was outplaying him. But then Peyton played in the playoffs. He did all right. He did decent, honestly. I can't say all right. But Cam will definitely be better than that. And maybe we can put him in for the postseason if that happens. It's kind of a long shot situation there. Not worth getting into. But even if Cam was able to come back after non-surgery, I saw what happened to Greg Olsen. Honestly, bro, I don't want to see him come back again this season. The foot injury, whether it's a sprain, Lisfranc, whatever you want to call it, rushing this man back and making him play after just a few weeks of real rehab, I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit. And to Coach Rivera's credit, he said there is no timetable. So hopefully no timetable means he ain't coming back. That's how I feel about it, man. How do y'all feel about it? Should we rush Cam back? Should we wait 4 to 8 weeks, 10 weeks maybe, and then bring him back? Should he not play at all for the rest of this year? Let me know what your thoughts are, whatever you know about Lisfranc injuries in the comments below. And you already know to do with that like button.
Cheers to you, appreciate the chance. Been told y'all I been the man. Been told y'all I had the gift. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Real ones gonna recommend. Count this as another win.